Hey guys, it's me Tommie and I'm back again with another video. In this video I'll be showing you how I created these beautiful medium-sized box braids that are butt length, so let's just jump right into it. So we're going to start off with freshly washed hair, and I actually want to stretch my natural hair, so I'm going to go ahead and use my blow dryer to do so. I like to work in sections because it helps me the blow drying process a little bit faster, besides the fact that this blow dryer is freaking amazing, guys. Like, it's a brush, but it's also a blow dryer. If you would like this to purchase this, that's what I wanted to say, I will have the link below so you guys can check it out on my website, HairDeLaCreme.com. Yes, I'm gonna plug my website, make sure you check it out. But I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna blow dry my hair until it's nice and fully stretched, and then I'm gonna go ahead and section my hair off. Now when I'm parting my hair and you're wondering, why does her scalp look that way? It's because I did rinse my hair prior to doing this video, so my scalp did get stained a little bit and my ears did, so just ignore that. So I'm going to section my hair off in 3 sections. I'm going to tuck the front away and I'm going to start with the back. My first part is going to be a little bit where my ear, that bone in the back of your head is. Yeah, so that's exactly where I made my first part. My first row is going to be about 4 braids. Speaking of braids, the hair that I used is from Shake and Go. This video is not sponsored. I purchased this hair from my beauty supply store and I used about 10 packs of hair. With each individual pack, I sectioned it off into about 3 or 4 braids in case you guys wanted to know how thick the hair was. And when I sectioned it off, I used this thread holder to put each individual sections onto it. It just makes the process go by faster. So now we're going to start off with my first braid. The technique I'm going to be doing is that crisscross method, which is a little advanced. So if you really don't know how to box braid, this will be a little bit difficult for you. But if you know how to box braid and you want to get that even look, this crisscross method is so good. But no worries for those who are beginners or those who don't know how to grip your hair. I will link in a card above and below my tutorial on how to do box braids using the rubber band plus crochet method. Guys, you have to check that video out. So as you can see here, I am doing the crisscross method. I didn't show you guys how I sectioned the hair. I will do it with the next braid. But once you cross the hair and you make it that crisscross technique, it turns into 3 braids or 3 individual sections. You're going to split your natural hair in half, and then you're going to go ahead and you're going to add the extensions onto your natural hair, and then you're going to braid down. Now I did not cut my hair in half. I used it the entire length that it is in the package. All I did was split it into 4 individual sections in order for me to create my box braids. Next, I'm going to do my second braid. Again, as I told you, I want 4 braids on the bottom, so I'm just trying to figure out where the middle of my head is. I'm going to do the same technique. I'm going to add some edge control to the roots of my hair, just so that that base is nice and smooth, and then I'm going to add the extensions. But this time I'm going to show you guys exactly how to split your hair. Basically what you do is you take your section of hair that you want to use for your braids, and you're going to do 75 and 25. So you're going to take 75% of the hair and 25% of the hair, duh. And then you're going to crisscross it. The part that has 25% of the hair goes into one section, and the other 2 sections are the 75 pieces. You're gonna make it, it's so hard to explain, but you're going to take those 3 sections and then you're gonna use that to braid your hair. Again, it's so tough to explain it, and it's just easier for you just to see what I'm doing. I'm going to show you the method a few times with a few braids so you can kind of get the idea. Practice makes perfect, guys. I've been braiding my own hair since I was 9 years old, but yeah, I still need to practice a little bit more with this technique. I just feel like we just get so creative and we find better ways to make your braids look neater, or faster ways to make your braids look neater, that you just got to keep practicing with those new techniques. So again, what I'm doing is I'm taking my piece of hair, I'm trying to make sure I measure it where 25% goes in one piece while the other 75% goes in another piece. That way all 3 pieces are evenly divided, and then you're going to gather your hair with the extensions and you're going to start braiding. A lot of times I like to check to just make sure that it's laying nice and flat. There's some times which I didn't even show you in the video where I had to take the braid completely out and start all over again. So practice makes perfect, guys. If you want to try this technique, if you don't get it the first time, no worries. The more you try to do it, the more you will learn how to do it and the better that you will get. So now I'm on to my last piece. This whole style took about 6 hours to do. In this side, it looks like it's not as neat as it should be. I wasn't really happy with the outcome of it. And then you guys can just see me braiding. So what I actually did off camera, after seeing this video and editing it and not liking the way it came out, I ended up taking out the braids in the front and I ended up doing the rubber band method. I felt like that was a little bit neater. I didn't feel like this technique worked for me. So what I did is I basically added a rubber band to my roots, and then I still did the same braiding technique, but with the rubber band as my base. That way my parts look a little bit neater. But this is the finished result right here. I'm showing you guys what my braids look like. Again, they're not professional looking, but they're decent enough. I love that my parts look nice and straight. I'm gonna go ahead and clean up my edges with some edge control just so that it's a little bit tamed and not too rough. And then after doing that, I'm gonna take my edge brush and I'm going to smooth my edges down, and then I'm gonna take my scarf and tie my hair up for the night. So as I stated to you before, I really didn't like the way it looked on camera. So what I did is I added rubber bands to the base of my head and then did the grip method on top of it. And I really like the way the results look this time. The back looks the same way. I just redid the front just so that it looks a little bit cleaner, because there's no way I'm gonna get on YouTube showing you guys a tutorial with my hair looking a hot mess. So I did the same technique, but this time I did the rubber band method. If you guys don't know, basically what you do is you just put that section into a rubber band, and then I use that same grip method to braid my hair. Right here, I'm just showing you guys how long the braids were on me. I'm 5'7", so they came up to my hips, almost touching my booty. And I did dip the ends in hot water to seal it, which I didn't show on camera. But I really love how this looks, especially with the rubber band method. Both methods that I tried were pretty good. They're very versatile. I was able to put my hair in any section, flip it the way I want to without it being tight at all. I really like the outcome. You can wear it so many different ways. But these braids are so much fun. I love them so much. So right here, I'm just showing you the different techniques that I did. If you guys want to know more specs, so as I stated to you before, it took me 6 hours to complete. I have a total of 42 braids in my head, and I used 10 packs of hair. If you guys have any more questions, feel free to leave them below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.